Hi, my name is James Simpson, and this is the first episode in a series called Future Technology, which supports my regular column in Lighting and Sound International magazine. I'm going to be speaking to you about different technology, what's coming in the future, and how it might affect the entertainment and lighting industry. I'm going to be kicking things off with my very first article, which was on AI music and how artificial intelligence is changing the way we create music. Now, anyone that's read my article would have a flavour of what I'm going to be talking about, but I'm going to be starting from scratch, pretending you're all new to this, that you haven't been reading my article, shame on you if you haven't, and go back to what is effectively a very destructive but also very positive and exciting technology. That's artificial intelligence. Now, I could do 20 different episodes on AI, and believe me, I will be, but we're starting off with music, because this is potentially the most immediate AI technology which will be affecting us in the creative arts. So first of all, picture you're sitting at the Brit Awards. You've been nominated for Best Music. You're a professional singer, an artist, or a composer who created a fantastic new piece of music. You're waiting for that moment when they're going to announce the winner, and you're up against 3 other people and the camera's on you, and they announce that the winner is a computer. And what's going on? What's happened is that an AI has designed a piece of music which is better than what you could create. What is happening is that the AI is able to tap into, using lots and lots of data from thousands of millions of pieces of information delivered to it via our listening habits via Amazon and Spotify. It knows what is the perfect piece of music. It knows what sort of piece of music would appeal to the majority of human beings. And it will take all of those components and make the perfect melody and harmony and use the right chord structure to create a piece of music which is going to really inspire you and get you going. It gets all the correct little electronic signals in your brain to work just right. That's because an AI has the ability to calculate a perfect piece of music based on all of the data we provide it for our daily listening habits. Now, what does that mean to the person who didn't win the award? Does that mean that they no longer need to work? Is it undermining the entire human creative role? Perhaps the really contentious issue is who collects the award. The PC can't trot on up to the award stand and hold up a piece of plastic and say, I won this. Maybe the software engineer should. Or maybe it's the artist. Or maybe the composer who's just moved the dials on that software. It's a very contentious issue, with lots of ethics involved. We're going to dial in a little bit more into some of the examples of when this technology is being used and discuss how this might affect you in your job. Let's understand what AI is. Artificial intelligence is a very misconceived idea. First of all, we think that AI is going to be the Terminator. We've all seen that classic 80s movie where an artificial intelligence is trying to go back in time to destroy the future from ever happening. Well, this is unfortunately most people's conception of what an AI is. And what we're saying is that in the future, all AI is going to be computers that are just out to destroy the human race. Do they have sentient presence, something that can allow them to interact with us, to talk to us, to want to destroy us? Actually, an AI is more like this. This is the AI that we're used to, that we use every day in our homes. It's a thermostat. So maybe we need to stop thinking of AI as sentience and start thinking of it as automation. Automation is where a machine does a job for you. And this is where we currently are with AI. That's a very important distinction, because in the future when we start talking about how an AI is going to destroy all of our jobs, well, maybe it's actually going to help us do our jobs. Now, Hatsune performs live at big rock concerts in Japan. She draws audiences almost as big as the Rolling Stones. She is an icon in her own world. She's very recognisable, and she's represented entirely by a hologram. Now what I really like about Hatsune is that she's written over 100,000 songs. All of them have the potential to be the best song ever made. Now if we want to look to a future where an AI is successful in replacing human beings, and Hatsune's a good place to start. So this is Taryn Southern, and she has created a piece of music where she performs it, but it was all written and designed by an AI. The music that she creates is by the AI, and so is the video of her performing it. They filmed her in 2 different locations and let an artificial intelligence design the entire piece of music. So if at this point you're thinking this is exclusive to pop and rock and big concerts, then maybe you'd be interested in this. This is a production called Beyond the Fence, which was composed by Benjamin Till and directed by Luke Shepherd. It was produced for Sky Arts in 2016. What's special about this is that the music was all created by an AI.
The first piece of musical theatre generated by computers.
Now it was very clever, but what is interesting is reading Lynn Gardner's review in The Guardian. I'll just read you a bit now. A strong cast give the piece some welly, but using elements that a computer has identified as key for musical success leads to a dated, middle-of-the-road show full of pleasant, middle-of-the-road songs, along with a visibly stereotypical scenario and characters. So maybe this AI music thing isn't that good. Maybe it's great at creating a piece of music which is very clever, but in the case of this show, it's pieced together lots of music we already know from periods in time that we no longer enjoy listening to. So let's take a closer look at Amper Music. So Amper Music is available online. It's a browser-based system. First thing I created was a new project, and I'm going to start with Cinematic. It asks you to select your mood, so I might go for inspirational atmospheric. Music length, I'm going to go for about 15 seconds actually. I want to create a piece of music that can be used to, I want to create a piece of music I could use for my videos in the future, maybe something that I could go underneath to create some underscoring for future episodes maybe. Let's see what you think. So having done that, I've only chose 2 settings, which was just the length of the piece and the type of mood I want. I'm now going to click Render Music. And there we go. It has now created me a timeline. And let's have a listen. What does this music sound like? So in the simple version of the software, we have the ability to make changes to the general structure of the music. We can add instruments in. Here we have auxiliary percussion, guitar, keyboard, synth. If we click on these, it brings up options. It lets us choose others. So in this case, we're not allowed basses and strings. It doesn't think it works for the music, so it's not letting us do it. But we can take away and add instruments to try to make new pieces of music. So this is the pro version here. This is the timeline. First thing I'm going to do is to create a section. I'm going to make it a little bit shorter. You don't need it to be that long, maybe 6 seconds. And it's automatically set up for cool hip hop. I don't want that, I want to try something a bit different. So we're going to right click, go to edit and change it to dark heroic. And I'm going to leave all the other settings as they are. We'll see what it comes up with. I can edit these later, but first of all I just want to have a listen. So I'm going to save it and then render it and give that a moment. Right, so there's our piece. Let's have a listen to it. So what I need to do is create another section, stick it next to it. See, it's automatically got rid of my ending because it knows it's not the end. I'm going to make it a bit shorter just because we want to keep the rendering time short. And I need to match this to the first one. So I'm just going to change it to the same style first. Dark heroic. Save that. So dark heroic, cinematic and both. And then I'm going to choose match. And match all of these. And what this should do now when I render it is to create an identical piece of music that runs through but with 2 separate sections. Okay, let's give it a moment to update itself. There we go. And let's have a listen to that. You can hear there's a little bit of a glitch where it's joining the 2 pieces together. That can be easily edited out by just moving the time slider around. But I'm not going to do that now. I just want to focus on getting the main sound right that I'm looking for. So first thing I'm going to do is edit this first section here. Get rid of some of the instruments because I want it to build up. So I don't think I need the guitar yet. Don't need the low tom-toms and epic low surdo. I don't need that. So let's start with this. Save that. Actually, I just want to check what key we're in to start with. We are currently in F minor. So let's edit this one. And now what we can do is we're going to change this. So change it to F sharp, G. Now, so this is where having a bit of musical expertise will help because it will tell you what key would be nice to go to. I'm going to go with G. We'll see what that sounds like. So that's now in G. I won't do anything yet because I haven't rendered it. I also want to add some more instruments. So we've now got all the instruments that we had originally that we took out of the first section because it was a copy. So still got my epic toms and the guitar. But let's add a few more things. There's quite a list here of different instruments that you can add. It would go on for a very long time, but I'm not going to take you through all of them. But to start with, I want a guitar, electric guitar. I think I might add in a dirty guitar. Dirty electric. It's giving me a little warning there that I shouldn't add too many guitars. And ignore it because I've checked before and it works okay. Again, I'm going to save that. Now, this will still sound the same if I played it because it hasn't rendered. So I have to click render. Right, there we go, and that's the rendering complete. How does that sound now? Less instruments here. And then we build up some bongos. Sounds a bit more epic now. That's what I wanted to happen. So that gives you an idea of what Amp Music can do. It's just one example that I've picked from the websites that I found. What I really like about it is how user friendly it is and that anybody could do it. It's currently free because it's in beta, so you can get yourself on there and have a play. But what's amazing is, I think from our point of view, we now have royalty free music. If you're doing a corporate event and you need some background music, or maybe you need some musical stings in your pantomime, you don't have to go and find something from iTunes or try to have something created by an expensive composer. You could have something made by yourself at the back of your production desk just by putting some things together. The director could work with you to help you decide exactly what sort of sound you want or what sort of mood you're going for. So I really like the fact that suddenly I'm empowered as a technician to be able to create new music where before I couldn't. And for me, that's the heart of artificial intelligence. It's not there to replace the role of someone, it's there to enhance the jobs of the people who are there to support the production. So hopefully that's a good example for you of how AI may be affecting you in the future, for better or worse. Please come back next time for another episode of Future Technology.